Hello guys, so finally I promised you I will bring out a video today. It's 5 o'clock. I'm about to head out for a night out in Zurich. That's why also I have a little bit different outfit on than usual. Not like the usual sweatpants. So now we're just gonna very quickly go over the setups. I already posted them in the group. Nothing has, from that really changed, but let's just very quickly go over them. For me, we had this positive grayscale news. A couple things to touch up on here. It doesn't mean just because grayscale won now that the SEC won't appeal, and there are still a lot of different outcomes. I posted in the group a couple really good guys to follow along, and they post, very, realistic and proper opinions on that matter, and these are the guys that I follow along for insight. Other than that, I wouldn't listen too much to the noise. If it's super bullish, super bearish, we just focus on the situation that we have right now. Like we said, now is the time, for me, now was the time. If we're gonna make a move to the upside, it is now. Otherwise, structure is fucked in my opinion here. I can't say it any other way. If we do not go up from this and cannot sustain this, I will be a lot more short bias and be looking for a lot more short opportunities, at least down into this area. But this we will cover once the time comes. So right now, well, we got a really positive news event. We also have Dixie. We talked about this actually at the beginning of July. Out of this fake out above trend line, close below, we are, well, now we can, well, we leave it, whatever. Now we see what will be happening with this. For me, for the bearish Dixie scenario to be playing out, this needs to happen from here. If we get back above there yet again, this would be really bullish, and accordingly potentially setting up for gold, silver shorts, and so on. Potentially, of course, also shorts in crypto. But for me, actually, what works better for me doesn't mean it's gonna work better for you. When Dixie is really bullish, I like to actually take short trades on gold and silver, because I found that especially in the recent months, they reacted a lot better than BTC did. So that's just what I did. So just something you can maybe take a look into. But so for Dixie, this really, we want to see this, to be honest, really even below this long-term downward trend line. We do not want to see it get back up there. This is my hard invalidation. If we get back up here, I'm going to be looking at probably shorts on gold and silver and so on. So this is one thing to keep an eye on. This is right now moving in the way that we want it if we are looking for long exposure, right? So for BTC now, potentially trade set up. You can be long exposed. It doesn't really matter. My hard stop is around 25K, just because I'm not on the computer. I cannot potentially manage, and I usually never ever manage stuff on my phone. I just have never done that, and I think in all my soon 10 years trading, I think I've done it 3 times where I really absolutely had to do something on my phone. But usually I try to avoid it. So for long exposure, a hard stop, absolute hard stop here. What I am looking for to maybe get some more long exposure is a very quick swipe, but quickly, really a swipe, quick, strong reaction in this area and close above. If we get this, my stop will also move up. Otherwise, if we see weakness below this level here, it really, after we have this move, this low here, it should not even get anywhere near there, in my opinion. So we need to see follow through here now. Yes, one more thing is outstanding for Friday with the first commentary in the BlackRock ETF. And I get so many questions like, oh, do you think it's going to be approved or not? I think, I think it only 2 options. I don't think that it's going to be completely denied on Friday. I do not believe that. It's either going to be postponed or it's going to be approved. So I don't think we're gonna get a complete denial. This is it for BlackRock, ETF, whatever. I don't believe that. I think postpone or approved, one or the other. I really don't know. Anything that I'm saying now would just be strictly guessing. So it could be that we're just like messing around here for a while until this on Friday unfolds, and this is for me gonna be really telling to the market, and I'm definitely gonna be taking notes how the reaction is if in case we're getting a postponement, right? How strong the reaction will be. So now a very quick swipe and reclaim, and then I still have problems with TradingView. Also had really big problems this morning. This morning my TradingView was not working at all whatsoever, not on phone, not on desktop. I had to like reinstall, I don't know, and I'm still having issues with my charts not saving properly, saving over each other. So I keep losing my levels, unfortunately, but there was a message that just distracted me for a second. So I am looking, if we get the setup, the really preferred setup would be anything quick swipe below 27K. Hard stop, whatever this low was. It depends also a little bit on which exchange you're trying to be trading, Coinbase and Kraken and so on. These lows have been different, but I would manually cut on weakness, like I told you guys before in the group. And then, you know, upward targets into this 28 and monthly level up here. And here, this area, we talked about it. In the last video, the chart is a lot nicer, cleaner. I got it marked up a lot nicer. This is really gonna be telling. And I'm saying this again, we had an absolutely great first half of the year. Do not jeopardize your profits now on a kinda 50-50 market, right? This is I'm not saying this is a setup. I have my defined risk with a hard stop, right? This is fine what I'm risking. The same on in the high risk portfolio, you know, if shit goes to hell, you know, you need to be prepared. Either this is something you're gonna really hold for the long term, or you just prepared it's gonna go to zero. Do not waste away your profits that we made in the easy market, especially with the low cups in the first half of the year, until we are above 30. If you're getting back up here to 31K, this is it. We're going, my opinion, high 30s, probably even in the 40s, low 40s, if anything, right? I'm not talking all-time high or anything like that, but then I think it would be a really swift, fast move up. This is easy market. Anything up here is easy market. Anything down here is just shit. If you can get a little bit closer down into these levels, even take this low out, this would also again be for me considered easy market, because taking out this low, everybody would be shitting their pants. This is like okay, I'm full back in with full risk on my portfolio. Right now here, for me, this is 50-50. I'm not saying long, short, whatever. I'm still a little bit more long biased, especially with these grayscale news. I think it is a big deal for the market, but you know, what I think is not necessarily important. So, you know, just trade your setups, manage your risk, don't do anything crazy. And as this evolves, we can, you know, walk our risk up a little bit. And of course, for me, I also time altcoin exposure with this. But I'm of course fine, you know, if Bitcoin makes a couple percent move down, this often translates to 10-15% down move on altcoins. So you need to calculate your risk on that. And until Friday is over with, we also have end of the month and the new month start. I'm not gonna stepping in full, you know, foot on a pedal kind of situation. But you know, we'll see. Once Friday unfolds, we got commentary on BlackRock. I think this is gonna bring a lot of volatility again as well. I'm just, you know, trading my setup how I usually would, and yeah, that is really it. Very easy. And then for shorts, you know, if you do see weakness, I probably would be working with the loss of Monday low to step into shorts, to take out these and then lower targets. But if that happens, we will go over it with proper charts as well. Then so 0x0 is finally here, well, on the move. we don't know yet. We discussed this, what was it? This is a different chart again. If we get like a close here, even now, as long as we can really maintain this trend line, right? If we can maintain this, right, I'm fine stepping up my exposure a little bit if we can get above weekly open a little bit more. But this at the moment, with BTC being a little bit unpredictable, I would definitely actively manage my risk, right? This is one that I'm watching to be kind of like finally stepping into gear for a lot higher targets. Other than that, nothing all that much is standing out. I think we do have some movement on dark. That were some really nice buys here at the lows that we did. And like I said before, with dark, this either goes from here, you guys in a group know, you're all, you know, informed about all the developments there. This goes from here, again, 10x, or it goes to 0. So just to keep in the back of your head again. We talked about Dixie. ETH BTC is really the same. I would like to see it back above monthly, but more importantly about this trend line. This has been pivotal level for ETH BTC, and also then I would also step up my exposure significantly. You know, some of you, I sometimes feel like you have the need to always be kind of like all in or all out. You know, I usually like to slowly scale into these positions, right? Like right here, this is for me fine. On this down move here, taking some long exposure, we have our defined risk. So, you know, I'm fine taking on that risk. And as the trade evolves, and as, you know, maybe if BTC evolves positively, we can see some really more downside on Dixie and so on. You know, I'm fine increasing my risk and also walking my risk, defined risk up with it, like we really always do it. But other than that, there is not much more to say. Funding, for the first time on this move up, I really liked that we were finally getting a little bit negative funding, but still, listen, like I said before, I'm watching this, but it's not like gonna, you know, make or break my trade setup really. But I'm definitely watching it. I would definitely like to see some more negative funding to come in. Yeah, just a little bit monitoring this. And yeah, other than that, this is really it. I think this will be it for this week with the update videos. I'm gonna be back Monday, Tuesday. We're gonna have a new month. I will post updated charts in the channel, and yeah, I hope everybody is having a great week. I am over and out from a night out in Zurich, and I hope you guys having a great night too. Bye bye.